From CBS News Bay Area, this is the Evening Edition.
Live from the CBS studios in San Francisco, I'm Brian Hackney.
And I'm Andrea Nakano. The impacts from the severe winter storms are being felt today. A group of tenants are still living in hotels after they were flooded out of their homes on New Year's Eve. As
Lynn reports, they protested in front of their landlord's home this morning.
When families were flooded out of this large East Oakland complex, they thought they would be back in a couple of weeks, maybe a couple of months. But 7 months later, they're still in limbo.
Housing is a human right! Fight, fight, fight!
What do we need?
Justice!
A protest outside of an Oakland house.
No more business for who? Michael Johnson!
Demonstrators say their landlord, Michael Johnson, lives here.
Justice! Fight, fight, fight!
To disrupt him. We are here because he still has a bedroom he sleeps in. He still has his own bathroom. He still has all of his stuff.
He came out through his window just to record and see, but he didn't come out to even acknowledge that we are his tenants that are still displaced till this day.
Unheard!
Single mom Fabiola Abendano and her 2 daughters joined the Sunday morning protest.
We are no longer going to be silenced, and we need answers now.
Michael Johnson is the founder of Urban Core, which owns the complex known as the Coliseum Connections. It's located next to the Coliseum BART station. Has 110 units. Half of the units are leased at market rate. The other half, affordable housing. On New Year's Eve, a severe storm flooded the garage and knocked out the electrical system. FEMA stepped in to pay for the hotels after Urban Core says it ran out of money.
I don't have a home that I can go back to and just relax and do my homework. And my grades have went down really bad.
11-year-old Serenity Mendez says their hotel room is about 300 square feet. She and her 9-year-old sister missed their 1,200 square foot townhome.
It's hard because we can't have our own space. Like, all this is all cramped up everywhere. And sometimes when I want my personal space,
no kitchen and no microwave in the room, so it's fast food or restaurant food every day.
I feel overwhelming because I can't be a kid.
We need our justice!
All the tenants say they're fed up and just want to go home.
Very overwhelming for me. It kind of almost feels like I'm in a free jail. At this point, like, depression is starting to kick in.
Been very emotional, stressful, frustrating.
Johnson told me via email the protest in front of his home is disturbing. In a recent email to tenants, he says the repair delays are due to working with 7 different subcontractors. They hope to have the tenants back by late August. But tenants don't buy it, saying Urban Core keeps pushing the date back.
We are not the problem, and we often are treated like the problem. We are the victims of this situation.
Some tenants have left, but many who have the subsidized units say they can't find affordable housing. They say they have no choice but to wait it out.
Coliseum Connections opened in 2019. The city of Oakland chipped in millions of dollars to help build the complex. BART leases the land to Michael Johnson's company, Urban Core.
Other news from floods to waves. Heat waves, one of which looks to be on the way. Let's get over to Darren Peck.
You know, here's the thing about that is Andrea was just talking to me off camera about how cold and windy it was this morning for her in the North Bay up in Novato. And I'm going to talk to you about how far below average we are right now in a second. But the real headline and the reason why I'm visiting with you now is the spike in heat that we're all about to experience here over the coming days. Look how fast this is going to happen. So specifically, we're looking at the inland East Bay. This is the forecast for Concord. We're kind of looking out over inland Contra Costa County. Concord, you're down there. So this is usually the extreme. We're not all going up to 103 when we get to Friday. By the way, Saturday's actually going to be a little warmer than this. We're going to look at that coming up in the complete forecast. But Friday's the day when this is really going to set in. We're not all going to 103. So let me show you what Friday's going to look like across the bay in general. San Jose, you'll be on the verge of 90. Santa Rosa, you're going to 99. And Fremont will be 86. In the meantime, this was today. And these numbers are way below. Livermore's 20 degrees below average today. So this is going to take some adjustment. We'll walk you through this as we look at the 7-day forecast to show you how this transition is going to happen over the course of this week. I'll see you with that in the complete first alert forecast in just a few minutes, guys. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Darren. The Ruby Princess is on the open seas after getting the all clear from the U.S. Coast Guard. Our Salesforce camera caught the moment the cruise ship left Pier 27 on time-lapse video. It was supposed to leave at 2:30, but left about an hour and a half later. The Ruby Princess hit the dock on Thursday, leaving passengers stranded while repairs were being made. But early this morning, the Coast Guard gave the all clear to depart. As John Ramos reports, some passengers on the cruise ship made the best out of the situation and decided to still go on with their vacation.
For the people aboard the Ruby Princess cruise ship, there's been a lot more ship than cruise. And while most haven't minded their unscheduled 4-day stay in San Francisco, you can tell they're ready to go.
It could have been worse, right? So we could be in the middle of the ocean and God forbid something could have been, worse.
If you're going to get stuck somewhere on vacation, San Francisco isn't a bad place to do it. On Thursday, the Ruby Princess was damaged when it struck the dock while landing at Pier 27, punching a hole in the side. And for the last few days, the ship has become something of a tourist attraction of its own.
I read about it in the newspaper, what happened. I said, well, there's the boat. Let's go see how big that hole is.
The hole was patched and the ship was cleared for sailing, but while that was happening, a few thousand accidental tourists got to explore the city by the bay.
This is like an extra shore excursion for us, right? But it's free, so pretty good. We bought some souvenirs also.
We went to Pier 39. We act like we were tourists going there for the very first time.
But you've been there before?
Yeah, multiple times.
Okay. Patrick and Kat Hansen live in a small town in the Central Valley, so they're not complaining about spending 3 days on a cruise to nowhere.
Half of the fun of going on a cruise is the experience you get on board, and so we've basically been staying at a luxury hotel in the bay, and it hasn't been bad at all.
But there were those who weren't thrilled. Passengers got their money back if they wanted to leave, and Princess Cruises says they'll be departing with 2,677 guests aboard and a crew of about 1,100, or roughly one crew member for every 2 passengers. Stuart Souza was willing to stick it out, but he's not happy that he'll only be visiting the cities of Ketchikan and Prince Rupert before heading home.
So we only go to one city in Alaska and one city in Canada, and then we're coming back.
Is that disappointing?
Well, yeah, we kind of were hoping to, see the glaciers and all that, but, we already had this time scheduled.
But Emil and Seda Janjapanyan have decided to focus on the positive, and so far they've had a blast.
Free food, free hotel, everything, entertainment, everything.
We went over the city, we looked everywhere, and we passed the Golden Bridge, and everything was nice. And now we are happy to go, to leave.
It sounds like all's well that ends well.
Exactly, exactly.
So as the Ruby Princess pulled out 3 days and 1 hour and 15 minutes behind schedule, we're reminded of the saying that life's a journey, not a destination. But sometimes it's nice to have a change of scenery as well.
And if you're wondering, Princess Cruises offered a full refund to passengers who did want to leave, but those who continued for the 7-day trip will get a 75% discount on a future cruise.
In other news, a chaotic night in San Francisco's Mission District leads to more than 100 arrests after police and skateboarders clash near Dolores Park. A protest is getting underway in the Mission at this hour following last night's fallout. The tense moments as police tried to stop an event over safety concerns. Officers in riot gear tried to shut down the site of the Hill Bomb yesterday. Hill Bomb is an annual tradition when skaters speed down Dolores Street. They say that they arrested 81 juveniles and 32 adults, most charged for inciting a riot. Skateboarders and onlookers were confronted by the police just after 6 p.m. Police say that people were throwing fireworks and glass bottles at officers. They also say the crowd stopped a Muni Street car on Church Street, and some people began to vandalize it with graffiti. Later, officers detained a crowd of people between Dolores and Guerrero. You can see dozens of people either kneeling or sitting down in the middle of the street. Police say that after the arrest, they seized several guns, fireworks, and narcotics paraphernalia. San Francisco Police Chief Bill Scott said this behavior will not be tolerated in our city, and I thank our officers for taking action to hold those accountable who brazenly engaged in reckless and dangerous behavior and violated the law. Thankfully, there were no serious injuries.
Up in the North Bay, one person is dead and another is critically injured after a plane crashed at the San Rafael airport last night. Authorities say a small plane with 2 people on board went down in the marsh at the east end of the runway. The plane also struck power lines on its way down, leading to outages in the area. The Transportation Safety Board is looking into the cause of the crash.
President Biden arrived in the United Kingdom this evening. He's spending the night in London before meeting with the recently coronated King Charles and the UK's Prime Minister tomorrow. Part of a 5-day trip centered around a NATO summit in Lithuania.
It's all against the backdrop of his controversial decision to send cluster munitions to Ukraine. Christian Benavides has more.
Amid the carnage in Ukraine, President Vladimir Zelensky has been lobbying hard for NATO membership, something President Biden said is currently not in the cards.
I don't think it's ready for membership in NATO. I don't think there is unanimity in NATO at this moment, in the middle of a war.
The U.S. has agreed to send cluster munitions to Ukraine. The move is controversial because of the threat to innocent civilians. The weapon has been banned by over 100 countries. Cluster munitions break up like a firework midair, dropping smaller bomblets across a large region, which can remain underground for years and could explode long after war.
There is nothing controversial about it. We are fighting on our territory, brutal enemy.
Ukraine's ambassador to the U.S. told Margaret Brennan on Face the Nation that Ukraine will responsibly use the weapons and vowed not to use them in civilian-populated areas. Both Russia and Ukraine have been accused of using them during the war. The topic has caused division on the Hill, even among fellow Democrats.
I'm hoping that the administration would reconsider this because these are very dangerous bombs, they're dangerous weapons, and this is a line that I don't believe we should cross.
It's the Ukrainians who are asking to be able to use these on their own soil.
Ukraine is also running out of ammunition, which Mr. Biden said weighed into his decision to provide the cluster bombs.
The president will also stop in Finland, which became NATO's newest member earlier this year.
In Placer County, a massive manhunt underway tonight for an escaped shooting suspect. Here's what we know. Eric Abril was brought to a hospital in Roseville on Thursday for a routine medical check. The Placer County Sheriff's Office learned about his escape around 3 this morning. The surveillance camera shows him walking through a neighborhood in nearby Rockland about 30 minutes later.
I praise the hospital for locking down everything. That's definitely the right thing to do. I definitely want everyone to be protected. But how do we prevent this from happening again? Like this should, I mean, I hate to say it, I feel like this should have never happened. I'd like to know from law enforcement, like, what are you guys planning to do in the future so that this doesn't happen again?
It's still unknown how the inmate escaped and if necessary restraints were in place during the visit to the hospital. The suspect initially was arrested back on April 6th. CHP officers were attempting to serve an arrest warrant when investigators say that he took 2 hostages, ultimately shooting both of them. One of them died. The suspect was shot in the arm. An officer was also hurt during the incident. That suspect also has a lengthy court history in Santa Clara County, including larceny and burglary charges. He also served 6 years for a burglary in San Luis Obispo County.
In Southern California, a major landslide in southern L.A. County forced the evacuation of a dozen homes last night. This is in the Rolling Hills Estates area. Officials say some of the homes were completely destroyed. Right now, officials are investigating any potential threats to other homes. Well, thank you so much for watching. 60 Minutes is coming up next.
See you at 11.